you want the presentation up now?
We can put it up now,
Okay.
but I'm gonna ask that all previous information be part of our presentation. That way we don't have to go through everything all over again. Just ask that any new information be added to our minutes.
Yes, and in the staff comments, he's got everything highlighted in red, how each comment was addressed. Scott did that, so it's kind of stands out.
We'll ask Scott to identify the changes and occasions. So let's start with the pledge of allegiance. Well,
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Could we have a roll call, please?
Okay. Rick Perry,
Present.
Abby Musser, present. Emily Reinhardt.
Yes.
Okay, Jim Abdallah, Carly Leary, Tom Costro absent.
Okay, this is a special meeting for planning board number 25-5. The detailed review. I would like to make a motion that all previous testimony, minutes and information be part of tonight's record.
Noted.
Okay. Can we put the PowerPoint up? And at the same time, Scott, if you want to address the changes and modifications.
Thank you very much for coming to comments. Not at a special planning board meeting tonight, other than your regular planning board meeting. Last meeting, due to the shortness of the season, we asked that you have this special meeting so that we could really get going a couple of weeks earlier, which means a lot this time of year. I'm looking at the resolution 2505. Where sketch plan review was concluded and the seeker type of action was determined as non-listed action. So I'll read from that resolution, the items there that start after the second resolve on the second page of the resolution. The department comments, staff recommendations, and so forth. Number one is recommended planning board and all departmental review comments be addressed by the applicant along with the following staff comments. Number two, the applicant to provide a narrative to explain or an additional plan sheet that depicts the plan for staging, investigating practices for the road control during construction, and so on and so forth. We did submit a separate narrative. I don't know if you all have that in your packets. And then we added some additional notes. On sheet 2, the grading and erosion and sediment control plan. So the narrative gives calculations for the stormwater management facilities. We show the calculations pre-development, post-development, how the catch basins out near the front of the property in the low depression areas would receive the stormwater and how they discharge through a 6-inch pipe that runs out of those depression areas and ties into the city storm sewer system on Hamilton Street. And then number three, the comment was the building elevations was missing a scale bar on sheet A1. That's been added. Number four, note should be provided to indicate that these drive parking is to be paid. Remains gravels. Appears to be. Oh, yes, that was appears to be addressed. Yes, we made that change in the last edition. Number five, legend, notes about the legends included information. And also the bullet item says this appears to be mostly addressed. However, patch for the proposed patios is still missing. We have added that. You can see it right on sheet one. The patios and the rear of the buildings, we have to add a hatch to those surfaces of the patios. Number six, provide details for the patios and those receptacle. That says appears to be addressed. That was addressed at the last submission. Number seven, recommend adding pedestrian linkage for the public walk, crosswalk, and so on and so forth. And the rest of the bullet items, number seven, we addressed at the last meeting. It was decided that sidewalk should not be constructed at this time, so it will allow for better integration with any proposed future design of Hamilton Street's improvements. Number nine, that item was addressed at the last submission. Number 10, the hatch for the kind of street sidewalks should be added to the legend. That's been done. You can see it under the proposed site plan features on sheet 105. Number 11, revisions to depict proposed utilities. Pending a response from DPW. You did hear response. I think that was in a separate communication. They basically asked that instead of tying, and I'm going to turn to sheet 3, 5 utility plan. DPW asked that the sanitary sewer connection be made directly into the manhole rather than in the back of the manhole like we showed previously, coming into a saddle. So now we'll be breaking in directly to the manhole. And DPW asked that we show a water shut off on the main service lateral. So we've added that also on sheet 3. And reference to detail number 13 in sheet 5. That was asked to be added. And the lighting details. Let's see, that's number 12. Should also include full lighting details and intensity descriptions of structures. Or fixtures, I should say. That is on sheet 4, landscaping and lighting plan. You'll notice what look like the heavy contour lines. Those are the foot candles, the light levels of foot candles. As light up the sides, so you can see most of the parking lot will have at least a half a foot candle throughout the site. And there is a street light over on the other side of Hamilton Avenue. We didn't show the lumens for that, but we believe that item has been addressed. We have adequate site lighting. Number 13, parking areas should be appropriately screened and landscaped to blend harmoniously. This says applicant has proposed to maintain a 5-foot wide buffer on property. Provided to indicate what type of vegetation the buffer is made up of. I think we addressed most of that at the last planning board meeting. I did on sheet 1 of the site plan. I did clarify maintaining a minimum 5-foot wide undisturbed buffer if possible. Perimeter says that. See number 6 as well, which talks about the stormwater management. And we did add. You'll notice we added the location of some existing trees. Again, I'm looking at sheet 1. some existing trees along the westerly property line. We've shown those trees. It does look like one of the trees will need to be removed as it's gonna be overhanging the patio and the new building number one. So Kyle, I believe you're removing that tree. I think there's one other tree in front of building number 3 that's that'll be removed.
Sorry, did you say building, what did you say?
Building number 1, a tree to the west of it will be removed.
Yeah.
It's overhanging
And the other
the
tree?
patio. And the other tree is in front of building number 3. That'll have to come out. It's in the parking.
Parking.
Number 14 should include any entrance signage for that is proposed for the complex. There is no sign, there is no project sign going out along the street. Number 15, newly proposed grading retention areas within the property's front yard to overlap proposed 5-foot buffer across the property boundary on the western side. It's recommended that this be revised, so all grading activity is kept within the property boundary, not overlapping a 5-foot buffer. So yeah, we made that change. You can see on sheet 2, we did have to pull the undisturbed buffer back away from that because we need to grade right up to the property line. So we'll be starting from the property line, the north bounds of Hamilton Street. And we'll do some slight grading to get the most area that we can for the detention depression areas on the front. But if you look on sheet 4, landscaping plan, you'll see that we are proposing quite a few plantings behind or north of the detention areas that will screen building number 1 from street view. And also we're putting a tree in front of building number 4, the existing development. That's a screen. Number 16, the existing walkway associated with the existing structure is to be removed. They asked that note be carried through all the sheets. I believe we've done that. You'll see a note that says existing concrete sidewalk to be removed. And I believe that's all the comments that are on last planning board meetings resolution 25. Any questions?
If I could take a moment just to do a little bit of housekeeping. We have a 3-member panel tonight. The applicants are always afforded the ability to have a full panel. Are you willing to accept a 3-member board?
We had 3 yes votes, in other words, 2, right?
That's correct.
Sure.
Okay. The other thing is, Emily had been the alternate. She had been present at all meetings. I'm gonna simply, for the record, Emily, are you familiar with the project up to this point, and are you comfortable with proceeding?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, now, do we have any questions? I think we're on track here. We're doing well. Can we bring up the staff comments? Just to see if,
Are they on the PowerPoint? All I have is the PowerPoint.
Yeah, they should, they usually put them up, I'm not sure.
yeah.
Right, is
Here?
it? Yeah, is that it?
Okay. These comments have been, discussed. Scott has addressed them. If anyone has any questions regarding staff comments, again, it was in the previous meetings. And we just want the acknowledgement that, we feel that the changes have been appropriately. So. Without further comment there.
So I just want to clarify on the, I guess it would be. Plan. So all the trees shown. Are they all being? Of the trees shown, are those all being removed or just the ones that you had mentioned, Scott, that were in front of building 3 and 1? Cause there's more than those 2 shown, so I was just trying to clarify.
Yeah, I think that the way I can answer that is that, you know, I certainly gonna try to, keep the trees, but we definitely know the one, at large when we see, behind building number 1 or the west side of building number 1,
Mhm.
that's posing, you know, a threat to the building, so that's.
Mhm.
Yeah, the others, we have every attempt to keep those there, but.
Yeah, I walked in last week and I'm gonna try to save those locusts in the back, but they're I don't quite know, there's some. Speculation as to that property line still, so who owns what where? That in that back area, right, stuff,
Yeah, there's.
so, and some of those big trees are right there.
Oh, in terms of how to cite them, whose property line are they on? Like, where is the property line, you're saying?
According to the deeds, we're not sure where the property line is, so who owns what where, so there's. I'm not gonna, if I don't have to cut them, I'm not gonna cut them, basically, that's my attitude, so, I think where the turnaround is, the little hammerhead in the parking lot. Obviously, we can't have any trees right there, but I'm gonna do my best to, the box elders are gonna be removed, but I'm gonna try to save the locusts.
I think, your question was about the westerly property line.
Yeah, I guess I was just trying to clarify is what represented. Some may be removed, some may not be, you're not sure.
Yeah, not till we get actually digging in the.
I'm gonna try to say, I don't wanna cut them down unless I have to,
Right.
to me, it's a waste of.
That's quality to the environment.
You do too much of damage, excavated foundations.
Correct, yep.
See.
My goal is to try to save as many. There's no sense cutting trees and then planting new trees to be nice, so we'll try to save as many as we can, with the exception of box elders. All those box elders are kind of, they're.
Just for the record, you as a property owner have the ability to protect your property. So even if the trees were on a neighboring property, you have the right to protect your property. At the property line, you can remove
Okay.
any part that would be in danger.
On the, cause I know on the. Easterly boundary, there's a number of big box elders and they're. Hanging way over under our property, and I'm pretty sure they're from the neighbors. I know Don next door in the carriage house, he's talked to me about taking a couple of those out. He really wants them gone. I'll have to talk to the other neighbors, but if you're what you're saying, Rick, is I can at least cut them back, cause
Yeah,
they're kind of, they're not good trees to have around. Those box elders.
good questions. We just take a second to review the remaining staff comments. maybe that. I can,
Yeah, it appears they've all been addressed to the satisfaction of staff.
you comfortable, Emily? Okay.
No questions.
Perfect. So we do have a public hearing. And, there are no members or no one from the public is online. So let's open the public hearing. And let's close the public hearing. Good. You always want to do that. Seeker. We would need a motion. As we went through the secret detail last week, or the last meeting. And I would just reiterate, as part of the permanent record, the discussion on seeker. The type of seeker action is approved that the staff recommended to the board, and we have no objection to that. So if I could get a motion on the seeker, we can move forward.
I'll make a motion to accept the seeker determination.
Second, let me read the roll call.
Roll call.
Rick Perry,
Yes.
Abby Musser, yes. Emily Reinhardt.
Yes.
Our staff has prepared a draft resolution. We could take a minute just to review it and ask questions if there should be a question. And if we could, if
Is it
that's
here somewhere?
at Department of Review, no.
Sorry, I should have looked at this one.
We do have
Don't see that.
drafts of the resolution if you'd like to review.
Is the resolution part? He's ready back to get a condition.
No,
Take,
they got them in their packets. Yeah, there's extra copy here actually too.
yeah. We have a motion to accept the resolution as prepared by staff.
Yeah, there isn't, we don't have any other comments. Do we?
I have not received anything other than the chair. Barb?
Yeah, no, I just mean even within
Oh.
us right now.
No,
Okay,
I didn't.
all right. I can make a motion to accept the detailed site plan resolution 25-05B. And I'd say the title of the draft is listed 25-05A. I think that should say B. Confirm.
Oh, yep, that should be good catch.
I'll second that.
Okay. Yeah, Rick Perry,
Yes.
Abby Musser,
Yes,
Emily Reinhardt.
Yes,
So with the planning board approval of your project, wish you the best. We look forward to another fine project.
We're very excited, so thank you
Yep.
very much for coming in. I know everybody's really busy, so. Very nice.
Thank you, Scott.
Good luck.
Thank you, Jonathan. Appreciate it.
yes, thank you.
These copies have not been further changes proposed.
you want them?
Well, Barbara, would you like to keep them for taking to the state?
Oh, we can now, yeah, because there's no changes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might as well, we need what, 3?
You only need.
I
I-
marked this one up, so.
I have one up here, I've got these right here, yeah, so actually, it's good you did the big ones.
That's all I get from that scan.
Okay,
Run, you guys.
perfect, yeah, and I've got one up for the, I've got one up for the in the file, here's
You
two.
just let us know when signed, we'll put it over to the line.
Okay,
Well,
I gotta make a note of that.
thank you all very much. for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep, good night.
Good luck.
Thank you.
You too.
You have to adjourn.
Jury?
Do you adjourn? How do you?
Yeah, we do that. Once we. Okay. Is there any other further business? Does it appear to be?
No, should we make that announcement?
With bated breath.
Emily is coming on board in the planning department as our planning technician.
Wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So,
Do you still serve on the planning board or no?
that's
My last gig.
Okay.
yeah, so, yeah, lots of changes, of course, with Courtney leaving and then Alicia, so
Yeah.
we're happy to have, that was approved Thursday night.
Planning technician, okay,
Yeah.
so what's your, what does that mean?
I'll be running the planning board, Alicia,
Okay,
Nice.
taking on more responsibilities, over time.
mm-hmm. Great.
That's all I got.
That's good stuff.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Anything from the mayor's office?
Thank you for serving on the planning
Any
board.
further comments?
No, let's go.
Okay, then we will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Do I have a second?
Jim number second.
I'll second.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm supposed to.
He doesn't usually do a motion to adjourn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you all in favor? They say all in favor?
Yeah.
That's what he usually says.
Yeah, in favor, aye, yeah.